So Wayne, an exit from the FA Cup in the first round for ourselves. 2-0 up at the break. Didn't look ourselves in the second half. What were your thoughts on the game today?
I'd agree with that. I think we were a little bit fortunate to go in 2-0 up first half, if I'm honest. First, let me say, I think Consett were a really, really good side. I know that there would be. You don't get to an FA Vars final if you're not. The way that they played and the system that they played causes a little bit of an issue for 10-15 minutes. Took us a while to get to grips with it, but I thought after 15 minutes, I thought we controlled possession quite well. I scored a couple of goals without being at its best, and delighted to go in at half time at 2-0. But I said to the boys that I'd seen enough from them first half to know that they were a good side and they'd come after us a little bit. And what you want to do is you want to try and manage the game. And the first 10-15 minutes are key in the second half when you're 2-0 up. It's the old cliche, but 2-0 up's it's one of those dodgy leads. Do you stick? Do you twist? Do you go and try and get the third and put it to bed, or do you settle for what you've got? I don't think we did either. I think we started really, really poorly for 10-15 minutes, and a couple of strange decisions really have allowed them back into the game. And then it became a little bit of an arm wrestle. It was quite even then for the remaining 20-25 minutes. And if I'm honest, I think allowing them to get back from 2-0 down to 2-2 so quickly is where we've lost the game today. We've not lost the game, we've drawn the game. The penalties are a lottery. I've got no issue with players missing penalties, it happens. Weren't meant to be today. If I'm brutally honest, I think on balance of play they probably deserve to win. Got no problem with saying that. You know now that I'm an honest guy. I don't think that we were as good as we've shown already through pre-season. So I've got a little bit of a question mark there against the boys in terms of the first competitive game, and we've not trusted the style of play as much as we could. We've not trusted the system as much as we could. We've allowed a team to have possession too easily at times. We do still have to remember that it's almost a brand new team, and we're very early in the journey. There's going to be some disappointments. The key now is the reaction for next week. We need a couple of good training sessions to get today out of the system, and we need to go and do our jobs against Mosley next week. And regardless of what happened today, if we'd have won, I would have swapped it all for 3 points next week against Mosley.
Okay, you made a change at half time. Nash Connolly came off, Nick Guest came on. It seemed to be a little bit of a change in formation as well. What was you thinking at half time? Was it an injury? Was it purely tactical?
No, it was an injury. Nash tweaked his groin first half and didn't feel like he could carry on. We wanted to keep a similar shape. There were no change in system. Guest has gone on and done a similar role to what Nash has to do. Again, I'll repeat, I just don't think we started the second half properly. If we start the second half correctly, concentrated and on the front foot, I think we win the game. The fact that we conceded early from an individual error gets their crowd up, gets their players up, and makes life more difficult than it needed to be. As I said, I don't think we necessarily deserve to be 2-0 in the first half. I don't think we were better than them to say that we deserve to be 2-0 up. We can take that every day of the week. Better teams than us have lost from a 2-0 lead at half time. But the second 15 minutes was the biggest disappointment. No issues with the penalties, it's a lottery. No issues with players missing penalties. It is what it is. It's pressure, home crowd, whatever it may be. But for me, we allowed the game to slip away from us in that first 10-15 minutes of the second half.
And what are you looking forward to next week against Mosley? What are you looking to improve on as a team, as a unit?
Obviously, we've got to learn from today, and we've got to, when we're in winning positions like we were today, we've got to manage the game better. It's a young group. I think today is the first time we've witnessed the naivety that we've got as a group. We can't solve every problem. You know, we are what we are. we have a budget. We've gone down the route of bringing in younger, hungrier, fresher players. That brings a little bit of inexperience, and I think that's shown a little bit today. But what we've also brought in is we've brought in technical players who can handle the ball, who want to play the right type of football that I think we should play as a club. And we've got to trust in that, we've got to believe in that. There's no question that we're going to get defeats. It's how you react to those defeats. Today we've got it stings. We've got to learn. As I said, I had a little bit of an issue with the first 10-15 minutes in the first half, and I definitely had an issue with the first 10-15 minutes in the second half, and they're the areas for me that we've got to improve. We must start games better in either half, because it's a crucial time, and if we can do that, allied to the ability that we've got and the style of play that we're introducing, I've got no doubts that we'll do well this season.